So we're all physically, if not emotionally, prepared to use your tagline.
I am physically, if not emotionally prepared. And I think I'm even in the right chat channel.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I uploaded
We're
the
all in
episode
Stupor
label
Heroes.
from Are We Dead Yet to Hallways Are Scary. And they're terrifying.
Okay. So we're live, we're recording?
I'm recording. Theoretically, yes. The button says yes. I'm saying probably.
When last we left our intrepid heroes, they had made their way through several individual nightmare sequences, managed to succeed solving in whatever the conditions those were independently, found themselves inside a 100-foot-long hallway, which, at the request of the players, got into a very detailed 6 feet wide, 100 feet long. 3 feet off the ground is a rubber bumper rail, which the dark gray, or the wall is painted dark gray. Above that is 7 feet of light gray. In the center, a row of fluorescent light fixtures hanging 12 inches down from the ceiling, several of which are explosions, hand grenades, and acrobatic maneuvers on them. And yeah, that's actually where we left off. Y'all spent an hour in a hallway.
We're not done yet. It's a very long hallway. It's like twice as long as any hallway we have encountered thus far.
Meaning
We have to be doubly cautious.
doubly.
Now, Tyler,
Right, and then
Tyler still has a 10-foot pole, right?
I think I threw it, didn't I? So, like through one of the holes.
Oh,
As I
God.
recall, you threw it through the very first one, and then after you went through it, you found it laying on the ground.
Right.
So, unless you did something else with your 10-foot pole, you should still have it.
I'm pretty sure I've got it tucked away somewhere.
Tucked away as a 10-foot pole could be.
Hammer space, man, hammer space.
Yeah.
Tyler would like tap, 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 tap with the 10-foot pole in a zigzag. He'd go zigzag pattern. Can't go in a straight line, not in a hallway. But he would like tap up the walls too, like up the bump rail, tap along the bump rail just to see there aren't any like little traps, like any, eviscerating blades that swing out from the wall, any like swinging pendulums of doom.
Okay. Go ahead and first roll of the night. And anyone else who would like to be extremely paranoid may do so as well. Give me a smart plus perception roll.
Okay. For Tyler, that's going to be 3 6s.
Everyone's doing perception?
And Tyler rolled a 13.
All right. Yeah, anyone who wants to be paranoid.
8.
Marge is going to be paranoid too because it's a hallway. Wait, it was smart perception and or do a hero. Okay. Boop. So she got she got a 13 too.
She got a what?
Both Tyler and Marge got 13s, so that's the max.
Okay.
Did you think I said 32?
That's what I heard. I was like, oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, make your beard stand on end.
Like, you see through the computer monitor, through my camera.
There are no hallways now.
I can see into the future.
All you see is ones and zeros.
The future is the ultimate hallway.
Okay, as you are... also, Tyler, specifically, move yourself how far down the hallway you wish to do so while you are tapping in a zigzag pattern.
Okay, so Tyler tap, tap, tap. He tap, taps over here at first. He goes in a zigzag that way. And then he tap, tap, taps this way in a zigzag.
Okay.
And I think based off his movement, he can probably tap, 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 tap about this much this way, and that's about where he is.
Okay. And are you tapping on the floor? Are you tapping the walls?
He's tapping the floor and up the walls. He is not tapping above, like he's tapped the top of the bump rail, but he hasn't tapped above that, and he hasn't tapped the light fixtures.
Okay. Right about.
He thinks he's doing a really good job, though.
There.
Like, the only person who'd be better at this is Shota.
No. I think you should go first.
He's trying to impress Shota, though, because he knows Shota can do everything.
I don't want to, take all the...
Should I move myself back?
If you wish to. Right about there, while you're tapping on the wall, previously the taps were like, semi-hollow thumps. There it goes. I don't know if those picked up on the mic or not.
They did, but
so
I didn't sound different to me. So it was.
It's not hollow anymore.
Basically.
It could be a stud. It could be a monster. It could be a stud monster.
If only we had a stud finder in our... I'll start to wander up as...
This could be where Ramrod Stewart is buried.
As you're tapping.
There's something in the wall, Shota.
Oh, are you telling everyone that you?
He's telling Shota because Shota's right there.
Is Mother Nature
follow him
at the entrance watching the kids?
She's kind of like squinting at them. She's tapping on her phone and like trying to. She's like smacking it around trying to see if she can get a signal.
It's not.
She's probably noticed. Well, she doesn't really have a watch, does she? I think I established that because of elephant reach issues. Okay, yeah, she's just like distracted.
No signal. It still says 11 a.m. But you still have access to all of your apps and.
She's like, this thing is broken.
It's just a regular phone with no signal that has, seems to be in a time bubble.
Because she would have like totally Googled hallway management, or tried
texting
no signal
Bert.
At
all. Yeah, you've had no signal ever since the bridge over the water with where it goes from regular wrought iron handrails to the eldritch distortion as you're walking across it. As soon as you cross into that breach, you're
the strange miasma.
Miasma.
I just wanted to say miasma.
Yeah, it's a great word.
It's the best word.
Miasma.
Miasma. Where the miasma stopped being coterminous with the ironworks. We play DDO.
Way too much. They use that word a lot in DDO, actually. I think it's in the Sorodusk chain as well.
Coterminous is in
coterminous and miasma.
That's a D&D book rule word. I found it in like 3.5 books a couple times.
The coterminous?
Coterminous.
And don't forget stone grating against stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, or metal on metal, stone
yeah, metal
on
upon
stone.
metal.
And the unconventional if convenient bridge. There's several of those. Anyway.
Yeah. So
now that we're distracted in the hallway again.
I will also knock on the wall.
Do you have a hammer? Or a sledgehammer?
I don't know. Do you have a hammer?
I have a left hand that doesn't feel anything. But I don't think I'm stupid enough to try to punch
it. Doesn't. You have lived with this for. Hold on. Let me see how long it has actually been. You officially touched the goo on Friday, April 11th. It is now Tuesday, April 16th. So you've lived with this for almost a week.
Yeah.
Um, during this time, have become aware that you just don't have feeling. It still gets injured,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
if you go full bore into an iron wall, you probably will do some damage to your hand.
The
You won't
wall
feel it, but
wall is like drywall. In this case, or is it drywall
Or
or
metal
give me
upon
a
metal.
a smart plus construction worker roll.
Yep. Yep. That's totally a skill I have. Where'd my
I should
dropped
open the
one
book.
dice.
That's not
Oh, I got 10 on my smart
okay.
roll.
Just from random life, it looks to be cheap industrial drywall.
Yeah, okay. I will grab my sword and I will try to stab it through the drywall because I mean you should be able to easily puncture
Are you doing
drywall
this at the
at
hard spot
the spot. Yeah,
or or the soft spot?
Or spot adjacent.
the spot that sounds weird.
So on the hard spot. Okay.
Yep, I try to jab it to see what happens. Like try to push it through. Not like with super force. Like I'll push the point against the wall and then put my weight into it to see if it goes through. How far it goes through.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a super flashy weapon skills and strength and your hero.
Tyler's really wishing he still had Little Boom Boom. Right about now.
Oh, the official name
9?
for it. The official name for
9.
the skill was building things.
Building things. Okay.
Yeah. With a
The
9.
roll with the 9. Yes.
9. Okay. You stab it and wedge it quite solidly into the strange feeling place. You feel quite a bit of resistance, but the wonderful, flashy, razor sharp edge of your blade, you put your weight. You get it a good, I'd say, good 18, 19 inches in. Kind of like you're having flashbacks of Star Wars Episode 1 where they're using their lightsabers and going through the blast door.
Oh, okay. So it went through?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, not through, but in. Like, you got
It went in.
about 18, 19 inches in.
Oh, okay. So
About half your blade.
There's nothing behind the wall in particular there.
Well, I mean, you just
There's
stabbed.
like 0 resistance.
Oh, there was quite a bit of resistance. He just was putting his body weight into it, and because he has super flashy weapon skills and it's a bonded weapon, that's the only reason it basically went in.
So
But,
someone did potentially put some effort into insulation.
Can I start cutting like a hole out then?
This is an energy efficient dungeon.
Oh, that is, you start wiggling it around. There's not a lot of wiggle.
No.
Like
I can't like slice a square out or whatever. No.
Not really doing a whole lot. It's like getting a nail halfway into a tree and then trying to wiggle it back and forth. Not really getting a whole lot of.
Not happening. Okay.
Yeah, not really. So Marge, you just watched as Ricky stabbed the wall.
Yeah. Marge sighed.
I pull it out.
And she walks up to the guys and she's like, "Hey, what's happening? What you got going on here?"
I don't know. It's just I don't know what's happening, to be honest.
There could be something in the wall.
Is there something in the wall? Okay, I'm gonna stab in a spot where it was sounding hollow and see what the difference is. So same roll.
Don't even need to. It's a fucking razor sword going through cheap drywall.
Okay.
Just crunk.
So is it
Straight
noticeably different?
Oh yeah, and this stuff you can
Yeah.
rack it around and cut chunks.
Tyler's going to do it on the opposite side of the hard place with his machete.
Let's tear this wall down.
Yeah!
I just start like destroying the wall.
Now, when Tyler goes onto the opposite side of the wall, is he going at the same adjacent spot with the red arrow, or to the side where Tyler is? I mean, Ricky is.
He's going
I'll be
the
on the left
opposite
side
side of the red arrow. So like we're like doing a box around the hard space.
So like over there or over here?
He's on the same. Yeah, there.
Okay, so you're on the same side as.
Yeah, on the same side of the hull, but like the opposite side of where we detected the hard sound.
Gotcha. All right. You go at the wall with a machete designed to thick and resilient jungle foliage and cheap, shitty industrial drywall is you don't even need to roll. You cleave through and make a huge giant gash.
Now we have gashes. Can we like pull it back? Pull the drywall down?
Yeah, start pulling the drywall apart.
All right. Yeah.
It's demo day.
It's demo day at the Property Brothers.
Yeah.
Demo day in the dungeon.
Montage.
Okay. You
and banjo music plays.
Steve Martin's banjo music. You start hacking into the wall, and as you start pulling chunks off, you notice on the opposite side, while you expected it to, I don't know what you expected it to be. It's dark, if that's what you expected. There's dust everywhere.
March sneezes.
And as the dust starts to clear a little bit, and you've made a pretty decent size, let's say each you made a hole about a 24 or 30-inch TV kind of space. And you peer through, the dust clears, and it's pitch black on the other side. And as you start staring into it, you start seeing little pinpricks of light all over the place. Hundreds of them, thousands. Little tiny pinpricks.
Like lightning bug kind of bits of light? Or like glitter? Or
more like if you were laying on your back camping in Vaughn's backyard with no light pollution and looking up at the stars. Only it's sideways.
So it's just twinkle twinkle Milky Way
behind the wall.
Yeah.
Except for that weird, what's going on with that weird spot? Like, can we pull off the drywall there?
Are you like hacking your way towards the hard part?
Yeah. We want to see what the hard part is.
Just stud. I don't know if that picked up, but it's a stud.
Oh, it's a stud. Okay.
You mean Burt Reynolds is buried there?
Oh.
Well, that's kind of makes sense, which doesn't make sense given this is the dungeon.
Okay. Well,
so, Marge, you see. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Clearly, the walls are not the way out. Let's just go down to the door.
Yeah,
Ricky's just like
Marge just goes on walking to the door.
Just walk by everywhere.
Yeah, Ricky follows her.
And Tyler taps his way behind them.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that was wonderful. Out of curiosity, did anyone stick their head through the little hole, or they're just peering through it like a window?
Tyler probably tried to summon Little Boom Boom. Because he's feeling like, hey, I could have busted through this wall lickety-split had I had Little Boom Boom.
Okay.
He's feeling the absence of his beloved bowling ball most palpably.
Okay. You stick your head out in the window, so to speak. You look down. There's no floor. You look up, Starfield. Left, right, Starfield. It just appears that there's a hallway suspended in space.
Little
Literally.
Boom Boom!
Just screaming into the ether.
Yeah, and into the empty.
Literally screaming into the void.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the silence that follows, you hear 2 or 3 tinkles and crackles as little bits of drywall chalk fall to the floor. There is no response from your beloved bowling ball.
Tyler is sad.
So are we at the door at this point?
Yes. Is it a swirly door or is it like an actual door?
No. This is an actual interior door. It looks exactly like the one leading into Emily's office.
Tyler taps the door with his 10-foot pole.
He does what with his 10-foot pole?
He taps the door.
It sounds door-like.
Okay. Is it locked? I try the knob.
The push handle? It is not locked.
Push handle. It's not? Okay. So
Yeah,
it,
no,
it pushes open.
Okay. At this point, the door opens into... Well, it swings open, seemingly denying physics, but there being nothing but stars on the other end of it. But there is a black archway filled with inky black smoke.
All that. Guys, it's just the inky black smoke. And then I walk through it.
Marge walks through it too. Tyler shrugs. Might as well. And walks through it.
Marge is having no shit right now.
Yeah, she's like... She's not impressed. Nor is she, like, thrilled.
I'm almost tempted to keep this diagram of the hallway.
Take a screenshot.
Yeah. This was infamous.
You may need it in the future should you provide us with another hall.
Or, shoot, knowing you guys, you just go back to the Nuclear Particle Accelerator Research Laboratory.
And
All
stay
right.
there forever.
Go through the inky black smoke, as is familiar to you right now. The slight biting chill, the disturbing feeling of the smoke almost fondling you, going into ear holes and up your nose.
Oh.
And then you arrive in not a text box. I need a shape. We're going to make it larger than that.
Is that you making sounds?
Is that me making what?
Wait. No, never mind.
It's your cat's probably fine.
I think it's Discord beeping at me or something.
Oh, my fridge or my freezer's on its defrost cycle. If it's just tapping that's coming.
No,
up.
it's like a computer sound that's kind of like something has just crashed, but I can't see any pop-ups or anything, so I don't know what it is.
Okay, now what I need, and I should have been paying attention, but of course, why would I do that?
Who's paying attention?
Getting an icon here. There we go. In a what appears to be a 20 by 20 foot standard stone chamber, unadorned with anything except for the fact that I just control clicked and now there's two.
I was like, uh-oh.
Oh god, it's a floating head.
There are many floating heads.
It's a beholder.
Oh shit. Do we recognize the face? Or are they multiple different
I'll
faces?
get that
Okay.
momentarily.
I won't rush you, I'm sorry.
Okay. Need another one? Okay.
This isn't Betsy Huffman, is it?
They're all Betsy Huffman.
It's like 5 looks of Betsy Huffman. The PTA years.
It's the whole PTA.
You thought you exploded my head? Now you have to pick everything for the big sale! Gluten-free!
Wow.
And sugar-free!
Don't forget the gluten.
Vegan!
Now the okay, and on the other side of this room from you is a large, well, not really large actually, just a standard ish dining table, behind which Marge recognizes her mother, Clytemnestra.
Oh.
Oh, wait, is she the one in the hat?
Yes, she's the one in the
I
hat.
knew I was scared.
Yeah.
No.
And she is sitting in a chair. Facing away from you is the other icon, which appears to be a smartly dressed woman who is placing a cake of some kind, you're not sure what, on the table. She turns to you. More over her shoulder, you hear the voice of Betsy asking what you brought for Mom's birthday celebration. She's still facing away from you at this point.
Ow. Ow, what did I bring? Ow. I thought I had everything I needed, but I did not have my notebook with my inventory. I do think I have a baked good here somewhere.
And your mother, of course, prim and proper as always, raises her hand with a mimosa in it. It's mimosa, not mimosa. He takes a sip.
Yikes.
Oh my
And
god.
goes, yes, darling, what did you bring?
Marge looks through the backpack she has. I think it's a crab backpack that she took from Parker. And she looks through the food she has in that bag and she notes first that, oh, she's got some mouse jerky. And for a split second, she's like, ooh, I could say it's artisanal. But then she shakes off that idea. And then she looks at she's got bran and cranberry muffins. I'm just like, that's more the speed of this, but they're a little bit squished. So she like turns to Shota and Tyler and just like, do you have any juice?
Yeah, and we do have water, so I pick out one of my energy powder mix packets and mix it in some water.
And Marge's gonna bring that forward.
Give it to Marge.
I'm just gonna say, I know. Have you heard about this latest cleanse?
Oh shit!
It's
That'll turn
supposed
something.
it's supposed to take years off, Mom. You should try it. It is the latest and greatest.
And
I hear. I was just trying. Okay, I don't remember the names of any of the fictional people, famous people that I made up, but because I know I made up at least one actress. Oh, I hear this is what Sonny Stellarson uses to look so fresh.
oh, so whenever you approach the table with this pitcher of energy drink, where are you standing?
Marge
All
will
of
come
us?
up this way and like put it down in front of her mother, kind of ignoring the other chick.
I'm trying to give emotional support.
And Tyler's okay. Just
Tyler's following Shota.
okay. Do me a favor. Any anyone else who wants to be paranoid, go ahead and give me a smart plus perception roll.
Marge is smart as a D8, and the other two are D6s. So she rolled
6.
Marge rolled a 15.
Whoa!
I know, right? I wonder if I should even try
That's
with
rolled a what?
Tyler.
Big time.
Marge rolled a 15.
God damn it, Discord.
15, 1-5. 15.
1-5, 15. Good gosh.
Yes. I wonder if I should even try with Tyler, because, I mean, he could technically roll higher, but not as much wriggle room for him to roll higher. No, he got a 13. So Marge is the mostest.
15. All right. You also being very attuned to the sounds of nature. From your right, you hear a faint buzzing sound.
Is this a bee buzzing? Because you know bees are the most important living thing on the planet.
Yeah, it very much sounds an awful lot like bees.
Does
Like a lot of bees.
And wait, Tyler has an enhanced hearing too, doesn't he?
Yeah, oh, and yeah, that's true. What did Tyler get?
Oh,
He got a 13.
He got a 13. Tyler is aware of it too. And
Shota
Tyler's
had a
enhanced-
6.
Yeah, you were hearing. You're paying attention to Marge's bullshittery. Like, God damn, that's
Like,
good.
laughing that she's going to give
Internal
them
laughter. And
So Marge hears it
Tyler
because
with the enhanced hearing.
normally you don't hear people like buzzing. Though I mean, there's the gossip type of buzzing, but this sounds like genuine bees, right?
Yeah, and Tyler's enhanced hearing is the buzzing is coming from inside of her clothes.
Well, that sounds dirty. Marge was going to investigate this more closely, but now she's having second thoughts. If she looks over at that woman, is there anything visually apparent, like weird about her? And is it Betsy Huffman?
Are you looking at your mother or at Betsy?
At Betsy, because that Betsy's where the sound is coming from, right?
Yeah, the Betsy's one where the buzzing's coming from, and if you look directly at her, you see that her face is wrapped up in what appears to be 1 inch, or actually no, 1.5 inch cloth bandages, just all wrapped around the head, with a little gap where the mouth can move and dark slits where the eyes should be.
Marge says, "Hi, Betsy, looking good. Better than usual."
You know, a conspicuous absence of a nose. She does not turn to meet your eye contact, but she does. You can almost see the bandages shift as though she were making a facial expression underneath it. And there's a huff, and she goes, "I wouldn't know. I haven't just been blasted by lightning in someone else's house." And she's still dead-eyeing straight ahead, not looking at you.
Marge takes a slight step away, and she's like, "Yeah, you wouldn't know." And then she's like, "Hi, Mom. What are you doing here?"
And speaking of which, also, I need you to go ahead and make retroactive charming plus charming plus deception roll because you were lying your ass off about the energy drink.
Oh, I don't think she has any deception. Let me double check. Oh, she has detect lie. That's not the same. Oh, she does have deception. Oh, yes. Okay, so that's 3d6s. I got to start looking at another thing. Just want to make sure. Okay, never mind. Okay. That is a 13.
Okay. Good to know. Carry on.
Yes. So, yeah, now I'm like, oh gosh. I just talked to my mom.
We're breaking the fourth wall here.
Oh my gosh. I forgot what I was going to do. There was something reasonable. But the words like left my head as soon as I thought of my actual mother. Which is so realistic. So Marge is aware that this shit is not real. It's completely like there's something messing with brains, right? She has that level of perception, I think, coming from her the facsimile of her own home that had like the skin floor. AKA the floor that was like left over from one of Betsy Huffman's facelifts. And
ew.
Yeah,
ew. Was chopped up, and I don't want to know what you said. What I heard was enough to be like, okay.
You would have to listen to the recording later, and I know you won't do that. So just pretend that it was terrible. So Marge is aware this is fake. This is fake, Mom. This is fake, Mummy Betsy Huffman. That's the whole joy of exploding things. And while she can't quite bring herself to, like, lightning strike her mother, she does say, "Hey, are we celebrating your 39th birthday again?"
Why, yes. It's my birthday. Don't you like the decorations? And of course, there are no decorations. It's plain stone.
So, how did you get here, Mom? It's a bit of a commute, and you usually don't come into the city. Unless it's, like, for opera or a show or a fundraiser.
One's birthday is always an excuse.
Don't you normally have more people at one of your parties? Was nobody able to come?
At this, she looks offended and looks around the room, like does a pan with her hand up as though she's gesturing to people that aren't there. Like, and now you're here. You're the last to arrive.
Oh yeah, I had trouble finding parking. Actually, come to think of it, I forgot to put money in the meter. Do you know the way out?
Oh, you're leaving already? That's such a you thing. Yes,
Oh,
yes. It's
I'm
right
just
over
popping
there.
out for a second.
Points over your shoulder.
Over my shoulder, like the way we came in?
Like in that general direction of plain wall.
But yeah,
so we don't see
portal's
anything.
Gone, right?
No, there. As far as a quick scan around the room goes, it is other than the table, Mom, Betsy, and yourself. Well, and the cake upon the table of energy drink mixed upon the table. There is it's appears to be a stone room with no doors, or like some sadistic jerk made it in The Sims and deleted the door.
Ugh,
Ah,
I hate those people.
I used to do that.
Oh, you're the worst. So there's this cake, right? Marge asks, is the cake?
We're just going to use this to pretend to be the cake.
Is the cake processed fat-free, Mom? 'Cause you know, I'm allergic.
You're allergic to what?
Processed fats. Is it natural,
Organic.
organic, clean?
You know, I don't make anything unless it's organic, vegan, gluten-free, and non-GMO, and cruelty-free. I said cruelty-free twice, didn't I?
No, you didn't say cruelty
No,
free twice.
you did.
But this is when like Marge knows that it's not her mother, because there's absolutely if anything about her mom is absolutely positively not cruelty free.
Zing!
So Marge she kind of motions for Shota and Tyler to come forward, and she says, "Hey guys, friends, this is my mother."
Yeah.
Apparently she's
Hello?
39. Pretty amazing, huh?
Do we know Marge's last name? Hello, Mrs. Marge. I'll just go with that because I don't think I remember Marge's last name.
I don't even remember her. Well, my married name is
Aaron!
different.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I'll just say Mrs. Marge. That's
I
the
think
closest.
it's I was like,
Marshall.
it's Marshall.
Yeah,
Clytemnestra Marshall.
AKA Ezzy.
Yeah, you can call her Ezzy.
And the blue thing is the cake, right?
Yeah, blue thing's a cake.
Yeah.
The pink, purple thing is the pitcher of
The
energy drink.
Okay.
Tyler asks if she has.
I will reach out towards the cake and like try to swipe my finger in the icing.
You'll reach out towards the cake. You will have your hand slapped by Betsy.
Ah!
Who you notice is wearing spotless white gloves. They're not spotless because they smacked your behind and you were covered in frog guts. And
other
that's another thing,
things.
Marge. You noticed no one has made any remark of your appearance, which is, as mentioned with Shota, covered in a vast array of unpleasant substances from encounters in the dungeon.
When Betsy smacks Shota's hand, Marge says, "That's one." And then Tyler asks politely for Tyler, do you have any jalapeno poppers? They're the best hors d'oeuvre.
To this, both Betsy and Ezzy look as though you just suggested incest. That's two very different things.
They're equally awful, really.
Words are hard. Like, I
mean, incense is for college students trying to hide the smell of weed.
Clutches pearls. No, see, that we're going to have to disagree. Sandalwood is beautiful. Just sandalwood.
Just sandalwood.
Just sandalwood.
Just sandalwood.
But yeah, they're clutches pearls. Aghast that you would suggest such a thing.
Is Betsy Huffman gasping?
Is Betsy Huffman?
Is she gasping too? Is she carrying on about Tyler suggestion?
No, she's made her gesture. She is swatted at Ricky's hand and kind of almost recoils from his presence after doing it, and then is trying to maintain composure with a visible sneer of disdain on her bandages.
Tyler
I
takes a
hate my
sip
sister.
from the wonderful energy drink because it does look very refreshing.
Did he
And
just grab the pitcher and just take a
Yeah.
drink out of it?
he did. And then, are there chairs around the table?
Nope. Just the one that Betsy, or just the one that your
Okay,
mother's
so
sitting
then
on.
he like kind of pushes himself up on the table and just sits on it like cross-legged, since they didn't provide chairs, and he's like really casual about it, and he's like drinking a little bit of the energy drink,
Oh, he did he?
and he's like, "You really should consider jalapeno poppers next time you throw a party, because everybody loves them. And if you don't know that you love them, it's because you just haven't tried the right kind. There's a factory in this building, You should check it out. Also, have you seen any bowling balls?"
Have you ever been in a large, how should we say, hoity-toity upper class people who, whenever someone comes in, it's either a little too much on the sauce or just generally rude, that they just the rude individual is invisible and inaudible.
Yeah.
Shun and ignore, and maybe it will go away, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's going on right now. They're just like,
Has Tyler been cut dead?
like, they have reached the appalled limit and are now at the shun the rude individual stage.
Is Betsy doing this rudeness?
Is Betsy?
Being rude?
No, she's actually just doing much the same. Just kind of like staring at the cake, like, if I don't look at it, maybe it'll leave. Kind of gloved hand, trying to be delicately pointed on the fingertips, but you can tell her pushing down very, very hard.
Oh, I lost Tyler. I thought I was trying to bring him forward. Tyler's been swallowed by the table! Oh, oops. Sorry.
Just shifting everything.
Oh no, I am ruining the party. Tyler gets up and he walks down the table. And he tries to stick his finger, like swoop up some icing off of the cake. What kind of cake is it?
I'll try to catch Betsy's hand if she slaps at him. Like, I will try to grab her by the wrist.
Let's see what's gonna happen here. Yep. Well, Ezzy is still in the appalled paralysis state. Betsy looks up at Tyler, lifts the floppy brim of a hat so that you can make eye contact with the dark little holes in the bandages wrapped around her face, behind which there's some figment of movement. a rippling, if you will. The mouth still moves, though, and it... Young man, but your behavior is untenable. And at the end of untenable, the mouth extends down further to an unnatural degree, almost as though it was open about, say, 6 or 7 inches, like a snake dislocating its jaw. And it looks as though her physical form begins to deflate as a stream of bees, very large bees, each one about the size of a computer mouse, spill out of the mouth hole, one after the other, around Tyler.
Marge is like, that's 2 and 3, and she nature's wraths Betsy Huffman again.
Okay. Well, first, before we do anything, we're going to roll some initiative, which, if you forgot how to do it, is fast plus hero.
Okay, Tyler is a 3.
12.
Marge is a 4.
And Tyler?
Tyler's a 3. So I saved my bad rolling for this. And Shota was a 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Way to go, Shota. You're the greatest.
I did it.
He's helping. All right. So the first thing that happens, Tyler, is you are accosted by a cloud of giant computer mouse-sized bees.
Bah!
One might even say it's a small potato, if you will.
Holy fuck.
A bee or a potato? A potato bee.
A botato.
A pea.
Oh. Oh, no.
A potato.
A potato.
Potato. Potato.
Potato.
I like B-tato a lot better than P-tato.
Potato. Okay. What was the issue again? I'm dying.
You're being attacked by B-tatoes.
Okay. Do I need to roll a defensive thing?
Probably. Well, you should. But
Has it escalated that much?
You walked over the table and basically stepped on her cake. Come on.
Look, she's creepy.
So
Tyler isn't used to this kind of party. They should be so judgy.
yeah, this would be a defense plus dodge.
All right, so that's a D8 for his defense, and then 2D6 for hero die and dodge. Oh shit. Tyler got a 5.
Oh my god, I didn't think I was going to actually hit you with a 6.
No fair. Well, it's totally fair, but bummer. I just realized that Tyler has 2 ranks of damage already.
Does he?
He does.
Oh, yeah, so he does. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, the only one that's unscathed right now is Marge.
Yeah, it's because she's done.
That's going to be a...
She's too done for damage.
Total damage, which I do not believe breaks your...
That does not break my damage threshold. My base damage threshold, at least Tyler's base damage threshold. Mine is much lower. Tyler's base damage threshold is 8. So suck it, Betsy Huffman.
You are fine then.
B-tatoes can suck it. Buzz on out.
Okay.
Tyler's reminded that he doesn't have his bowling pole though, and he's still sad.
And now that will be Shota next up in the initiative.
Okay, well, a bee is exactly what he probably didn't want to see right now.
Save me, Shota.
Oh, he's not saving you from anything. because Shota is deathly afraid of bees, and
He instantly transformed from Shota to Nota.
oh god, yeah. I think he would kind of start to panic by backing away from both these creepy women, and yeah, yeah, he'll back away and draw the gun in an effort to keep distance. Just start randomly firing into this one, thinking that she's probably made of bees as well.
He's randomly shooting bullets now.
Yeah, panic is set in.
That sounds safe.
And who is he randomly shooting?
This one here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, is that Betsy?
That would be Betsy, who is rapidly deflating as the giant bees spill out of her.
I'm just firing into the air.
Shoot everything. It's all bees now.
Yeah, exactly. Just trying to figure out what I'm supposed to roll. That's what I'm rolling. I know what I'm rolling now. Okay. And my roll was a 15.
Okay. And this is again at Betsy.
At Betsy, yeah.
Okay. You watch as bullets rip through the fabric and it falls to the ground as a pile of clothing.
Okay. I'm satisfied, obviously.
Is that like one bee or all the bees?
No, that's just a size comparison between the normal bee and the bee-tato. So yes, you leapt up onto the table, turned with the gun, and bang, 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 into the clothing, which you watch as it rips through. You can see the clothing being torn in different directions as the bullets pull through the fabric, and it is a flump pile of nothing. But there are bees still flying around everywhere. I'm not going to deal with bees on the map. Just suffice it to say the bees are everywhere.
And the noises you hear from Shota's mouth are something you would never expect, Tyler. He's just like whimpering now like a baby and like freaking out, and just bam with the firing with the.
After Shota is the bees. These ones, let's see here. Boo.
Booby boo.
Booby.
Okay, so booby. I have 3d6 here that are white, yellow, and orange. I hate these dice because they're the color of candy corn. But I need each of the three characters to decide which color is going to represent them.
What
Orange,
colors are they?
Yellow, or white. Orange, yellow, and white.
For just the bees?
No, just which one. Just basically for this particular room, which color is going to be representative of you?
Tyler will be yellow and Marge will be orange.
Okay.
Okay.
And I guess that means Shota is white.
Now we're going to see who gets attacked. And hopefully it doesn't turn into a Grim and Rage situation.
Yeah, hopefully.
It does not. That's going to be yellow winning, so again.
Tyler!
By a B-tato. So go ahead and give me a defense plus dodge.
Okay, he's rolling better than last time. He got a 14.
God damn you, Discord.
Well done.
14. 1-4.
14.
It's
Easily
always
enough.
the number for
It
her.
is.
It's like
and the worst
whenever
part is-
Bonnie says a number, it just blacks out.
Absolutely.
I just get like teen. Like, oh God, come on.
Discord can't handle my numbers.
No.
Okay.
The
Well,
numbers you're putting out there are just so good, so big.
They're very good or they're very bad. There's no middle ground.
the first bee-tato stings you, or tries to sting you, but you've it landed on you, tried to plunge its stinger, and you swatted it off out of the
Can't make it through my polyester jumpsuit.
Yeah, polyester resistant to bee stings.
You know
with
it.
your superior hearing, you hear the coming in of another bee from behind. You duck under it as it tries to land on you. Completely not a problem at all. But what I need you to do now is make a fast and acrobatics ducked forward and started to tip the table.
Okay, so my fast and acrobatics is a d8 plus a d6 plus another d6 for the hero die. And I have rolled a 12.
12. You feel the gravity start to shift underneath you, and as the consummate athlete you are, you just this is just like riding a skateboard. It's a big skateboard. You just kind of shift your body weight back a little bit, kind of curl it up, and the table rights itself.
It's like you've heard of the Try Guys. I'm a there is no Try Guy.
I'm glad that cut out.
Aww! I liked my stupid Yoda joke.
Marge, you're up.
Marge is going to hold her action because she's going to yell at Tyler to get off the table. Move away, Tyler!
Oh, that's actually a good point. Talking is a free action. You can shout at that at him on his turn. After readying and righting the table, you can hop off the table.
Her intention is, as soon as Tyler is off this table, off of this table, off of it, she's gonna take out the tarp that I think we still have and throw it over the area of B.
She's gonna take the what?
The tarp.
You mean the tarp that dissolved under the slug lady?
Oh.
Yeah, my tarp is gone.
Shota.
And half his robe.
Shota, it would have helped to have a tarp right now.
I'm pretty responsible.
This is why you need to vet your dates more carefully.
Just, there's things about tabletop games that always crack me up. Like, when in any other context would you say the tarp that dissolved under the slug lady?
Yeah.
Because, see, that's what Zookeeper March would have done. She would have been like, let's contain the bees. Let's put the bees in, this space where it slows the bees down. They can't immediately attack it. They gotta crawl out from underneath the tarp. And Shota can't see them, so he's not as scared. And it buys us time. But we have no tarp because she doesn't have the bed sheet anymore because we used it to capture the flying snake. And we have nothing else that is tarp adjacent. So Marge will just try to zap something. I know. She'll zap Betsy Huffman.
Betsy is already
dissolved.
She
completely
dissolved
into
the
bees?
Oh,
I thought they were coming out of her mouth. Okay. I missed that part.
And then Shota, in a freak out, shot the clothes as they were flumping to the floor.
Okay. So she will zap a bee.
There was an O in there.
Oh, yeah, I'll wait for my turn.
Okay. Zap a bee. All right, go ahead and give me a offense plus Nature's Wrath.
So that is going to be a D10 plus a D8 plus a D6, if I am recalling correctly. Boop. Oh gosh, these are high numbers. I can't even add this high. 18.
I'm hoping there was a team because I got an 8.
18. 18.
It never fails.
One 8.
All right, it got the bee that you had targeted, not paying attention to you. Only got a 10 on its defensive roll. So go ahead
Ooh.
and give me some damage with a +8.
So that is an 8 difference. And, you know, it's like, why can I not remember things? Because I've already forgotten. Is it 2d10 for my damage? I'm scrolling to look it up.
If you're at a D10 on Nature's Wrath, it's a single target range. That's going to be a 2d10 damage.
That's what I was thinking, but I didn't trust my brain. Okay, it totally is. 2d10 is an additional, 14 damage. So 14 plus 8, 22.
Oh my god, I got all of those numbers.
Whee! 22 is because
Oh,
it's
amazing.
awesome. Zarp!
Yeah, 22 will definitely leave a mark. All right. As the flying bees go zipping around, you target one that's in an outer loop and
It's
like
not
lightning, and
nice
it
to sting
explodes.
Mother Nature.
It explodes, showering the cake. And unlike the first insects you threw at us and hugs, this one is not made of a xenomorph blood, and it's not dissolving the table.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Acid blood is always not fun.
Acid-blooded giant
Or
wasp.
fun. Or fun, depending on who you are.
It's
All
true.
right. Going to swing around, and Shota, you are the next to be targeted by a Betato.
Oh, shit!
One of them sees you freaking out in a beeline straight towards you.
Oh!
Uh,
If we could give you a stop point, I would.
I've been sitting on that all week.
Okay, defense. What am I doing?
It depends on how you would like to defend, as you
I
have
would like to
multiple methods.
dodge.
You have
I would like to
dodge,
dodge.
acrobatics, super flashy weapon skills. There's all manner of ways that you can evade.
Well, I have my gun in my hand, so I think. Well, I
You
guess
can
my
wield a
sword's easy
katana
to reach.
one-handed.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Anyways, yeah, actually, maybe super flashy weapon skills is a good idea. Okay. It's a 14. 14.
14.
14.
We should just start reading the number.
We just gotta
Type it in Discord.
try to fake out Discord.
So 14. That is more than enough. You sit there and draw your blade. Shing! Just baseball blade. And the bee goes and flies
Oh my
off
God!
back into the crazy circuit. The cloud, if you will, of potatoes. Shouldn't have used a cloud for the cake. We're just going to say the cloud of bees in that general vicinity. Potatoes, if you will. And okay, and so yeah, that gets flung back into the potato. That was that bee after
I think
Marge.
my
So
turn.
Tyler.
Oh, you have multiple groups of bees going at a time, or
Sorry?
are the bees all going at once, or are they going in between?
No, they're just acting between everyone else's turn.
Oh, okay, I
As
see.
a cloud
Yeah, I see.
with random
I see.
targeting to
Yeah.
reflect the chaos of the situation.
Okay, cool. I was just checking.
So yeah, that was the cloud of bees after Marge. So Tyler, you're up.
Oh, I'm just the
She's
giving.
just posting bee gifts.
So,
That is the worst. Why would you post that?
because I got dazzled and I started thinking, well, okay, if that is reality, then what would you get from a bee potato in that scenario?
Oh, right.
It's like
Bees poop honey.
Yeah, but like,
And
is
potatoes,
there some
poop
kind
fries.
of honey fries? What? Sweet? Is that where sweet potato fries come from?
Oh. From a potato.
From a potato.
Sweet
Oh dear.
potatoes.
I'm moving the whole picture again. I'm so sorry. So, so who am I again? I'm Tyler, right?
Yes.
I
Yes.
am not in the foreground. So let's just pretend Tyler runs up to the table where the cake is.
You are in the foreground.
Am I?
Yeah.
I can't grab myself.
Oh, you can't grab yourself. That's why.
I'm trying.
Oh,
I'm trying to
because
touch
hold
myself, but I
on.
can't.
It's because the
Cause the cloud.
The cloud.
yeah.
Damn
The
cloud.
cloud's in the way.
Those meat potatoes.
We'll just there you go.
But you know, let's just pretend that Tyler runs forward to the cake. This
Okay.
cake that we have been denied the touch. And he picks it up and he throws it at the bees like a bowling ball.
At the
Nice.
wall?
Like a
the
bowling
bees.
ball. He throws it at the bees
Oh,
like
like a
it's a
bowling
bowling ball. Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be a somewhat improvised weapon here.
It is totally an improvised weapon, but I wanted to do it, so I'm doing it. Throwing
And the
some
bees will get stuck in it.
food
This is a great idea.
fight!
This is a great idea.
Yeah, totally. If he hits, yeah.
Go ahead and give me an offense plus athletics roll.
Okay, my athletics is a D6, I'm pretty sure.
According to the sheet I have, it is. But
My
that was
offense
a
is a
couple levels ago.
D8, and my hero is a D6. So that's 2D6 and a D8. Did you get all those numbers?
2d6 and a d8?
Yes. Prepare for my mic to cut out.
Prepare.
Because I rolled an 8. This is not going to go well.
Okay.
Oh, let me use a style point on one of these numbers. Yes. Yeah, Tyler extra, you know. He's in the bowling alley late at night. Sometimes you get in these games throwing food. Usually he does it with jalapeno poppers into like his best friend Chewy's mouth and vice versa. But, you know, he's trying to use those skills toward throwing this cake.
Well, at the very least that I can think of off the top of my head, going NES days, there was a Three Stooges video game, and one of them was a pie throwing contest.
Yeah. So by re-rolling, I got a little bit better, and now I have a 12.
A 12.
Yes.
That is just barely good enough to smack a potato who got an 11.
I am so glad I used a style point. Thank you, style points.
Now, being that you were throwing it like a bowling ball and not pulling any punches, I'm assuming you're not pulling any punches. But
Oh, absolutely not.
This is with intent to... caking with intent to injure.
Intent to splat and ice.
Let me see something. I'm going to the book.
I'm hoping some potatoes get frosted.
This is like watching Chris Perkins flip through the book he wrote.
It's like, shut your cake hole, potatoes.
Let's see. Damage. I believe, at my interpretation, this would qualify as a poorly improvised weapon.
Poorly? That hurts me to my soul, man.
Although it does continue to specify poorly improvised melee weapons, such as forks, hypodermic needles, toothpicks, lit cigarettes, single use only, or pencils. But I believe that's pretty much the same category that a cake can. So go ahead and roll a d4 and add your 1 for cake damage to a potato.
Man, I hope a bee doesn't have a high damage threshold. Which is not a sentence I thought I was ever going to say, but okay. Oh, yes! I got a 4! So 5!
All right.
Have I frosted any bees?
You club one of the bees, and there's an explosion of cake and frosting and crumbs, and then the platter spins off. And Marge, please do me a favor and make a fast plus acrobatics check, or fast, whichever you choose.
I think she has acrobatics. I just surprised myself by throwing a dice at myself. It was really silly. You had to be there, but okay. You said, should I double check my acrobatic? I do. I have a D4. Okay. Let me change that. Suddenly I don't have a place to put my dice. Okay. She only did an 8.
Only did an 8? All right, that's good enough. That is definitely good enough. So you watch as the cake flies, hits a bee, and then a cake spewing platter comes spinning towards your head, and you duck slightly to the side and hear it clatter to the ground behind you.
But I think what we all want to know is, what kind of cake was it?
What kind of cake was it? Well, according to the actual description, it was made of sand and maggots and frosting.
So a savory cake.
A sand cake, if you will.
It's a savory cake. It's not what I would have picked for my birthday.
It's not what I would have brought.
But it does seem kind of like high protein, low calorie.
It's very bee adjacent.
And it is kind of gluten free. Okay, so she wasn't lying.
And outside of the frosting, no sugar.
Yeah, but did she like definitely? Is it butter? Is it a buttercream or shortening? Was that used as the fat?
No, whipped cream.
Okay.
Easily the best of the frostings, in my opinion.
I'm like Italian or Swiss meringue, but okay.
Not that I've had a cake in like 25 years or whatever, but it hasn't been that long. About 20. Actually, wow, it's 29. Oh, no, 2019 would have been 20, so 21. Wow. Anyway, not relevant. The bee that was clubbed by the cake and the tin flutters and then impacts the ground and kind of flails a little bit, coated in sand and maggots and frosting, and then starts to flail a little bit faster as the maggots begin to devour its corpse.
Amazing.
And that was Tyler's turn. Is there any additional movement that Tyler would like to take?
At this point, I think Tyler will be fancy. And he will... Oh, wait. He can't. Never mind. I was like, he will jump. But he can't do that as he's already done an action. He will stay where he is for right now.
Yeah, you're not a hostile jump.
Has Mama done anything? Mommy Dearest done anything to except watch disapprovingly?
She's watching with increasing disgust, openly displayed on her face, that you would do such a thing to her birthday party. But with the bees at this point, as her personal experience with many outdoor luncheons has advised her, the best thing to do when bees are going crazy around you is to hold still and not react. And she's well versed in that particular piece of advice. And so that's basically what she's doing. Holding still, not reacting, and watching in disgust. Except making very clear to keep her mouth shut.
Okay.
Because you don't want an irate bee tato landing in your mouth.
So Tyler's noted that, and he's also trying to feel like, can I feel Little Boom Boom anywhere?
You do not sense Little Boom Boom on this plane of existence.
Well, that's the end of his turn.
At the end of Tyler's turn, bees. Who's gonna get nailed this time?
We be jamming.
I got a 6 on the white die. That is
Shota.
Another bee whips out of the cloud, aiming for you, and kind of not as beelined as the previous one. This one's a little
swing again with my
wobbly.
sword, and it's a 14 as well. 14.
Actually, after would think this after if you were not nearing a blind panic state. It might have been the same bee that you swatted last time because it wasn't flying very straight or level, and you just clobber it with the flat side of your. This time, sending it to the floor where it kind of bounces, boom, 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 and twitches. In other words, you got it.
I beat it up.
No. I think that one needs a style point. That one hurt. Okay.
Ding.
Shota. It is your
yes,
turn.
it's mine. Okay. Trying to back up a little bit more. I heard them call out for the tarp, right? That was like an actual conversation we sort of had.
Wait, what?
Like earlier, someone said something about a tarp. Was that an actual conversation that we had?
That was a conversation we had.
Yeah, okay.
I was because Marge wanted to use the tarp, and then we had the conversation.
But instead, Shota backs up a little bit because he hates bees, of course, and they're swarming around, and rips off his backpack, and he pulls out a sleeping bag that he has, and he unzips it as wide as he can open it, and then throws it on top of the tries to throw it on top of the cloud of bees, just like smother some of them.
Okay.
That would be my attempt.
It
won't be as big as the tarp, but it'll be.
I don't know. Sleeping bags can get pretty big.
I'm picturing Shota say, "Take a dirt nap, bees."
Well, let me rephrase that. I'm thinking like fat people sleeping bags. They get pretty big. Okay, I don't know what. You probably got a skinny person.
There's double sleeping bags.
There are those, but this one is just a regular.
A single.
Oh, they're called double. Oh.
Oh yeah.
I always call them fat people sleeping bags. Oh.
Marge's mom tisks.
Okay. After that, let's
with
see
another
here.
little squeal of panic, he throws the sleeping bag on top of the cloud of bees, right, kind of in front of him.
This is going to be this is just going to be offense and no, not offense. This will be fast plus athletics.
Fast and athletics.
Yeah, give me that. Give me that.
Give me that.
And a hero, of course.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that roll now. Give me that roll. Just trying to pick up a D4 in my bag of shit. You know, can't pick it up because it's
as you do.
Sharp and pointy. Okay, 14. Again, 14s.
14.
14.
14. Okay. Make some rolls here.
I'll draw. That's my sleeping bag.
Wow. Okay. And all right, so we're just going to say it's over about here. Oopsie.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to get an angle. There we go.
Ah!
So that's representative of the sleeping bag, and you actually caught quite a few of the bee potatoes underneath it, and you can see underneath the. Let's see here. Hold on.
And we know that bees cannot lift up laptop, This is a
No, but
science
This
thing.
is bee physics.
Bee physics.
If
Bees cannot lift things.
if I remember
If multiple
correctly,
bees.
darkness and smoke are two of the things that calm bees, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yes, true.
So, Ricky's financial status is making ends meet, which means you've got an okay sleeping bag. It's not one of the, ultra thick Adirondack, sub-zero sleeping bags. It's like it's one you got at like Walmart or Elephant World, what have you. It's an okay sleeping bag. And underneath it, you can see, because of its relative, I mean, any individual part of it is not terribly heavy. You can see that there are lumps moving underneath it, where the bees are pathetically trying to find some way out and are basically just wandering around completely randomly. And pardon me while I Google, does darkness calm bees? Bees deal with darkness the same way humans do, so that is a natural sleep cycle initiant, apparently. At least according to a very fast Google
Super.
search. All right.
And then I yell out as my free action, "Stomp on them! Stomp on them! Kill them!"
Oh shit, that's actually a good fucking idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that was Shota's turn. Bees. There are still quite a few bees in the cloud moving around, but it is visibly thinned with many of them under the sleeping bag. And now we got a roll off between Marge and Tyler. And Marge, a bee is heading your way. A bee-tato, I mean.
Oh, really?
That's a good roll. All right, so I need from you a defense plus some sort of defensive action, most likely dodge.
Okay, I can dodge. Okay, that's better than my acrobatics.
I mean, if you wanted to use acrobatics.
I would rather dodge because it is a d6, whereas my acrobatics is only a d4. And I have rolled. Ooh, that good. Okay, good number, bad number, good number. 12.
That is not enough to beat its 14.
Bee bastards!
Whoa.
Let's see. Let's get some damage.
Alas, Marge's damage threshold is lower.
No, it's not. She got an 8.
Oh, it is 8. Oh, I thought it was still d6. Cool.
No, you moved that to an 8 a long time ago when you took a D8 tough.
I completely forgot that.
Yeah. So, which is frustrating for me because I rolled a 6, and if your damage threshold had still been a 6, you'd have been stung. Alas, you try to dodge out of the way, it lands on you, and you flail your arm around in a circle, get it confused, wrapped up in your toga sleeve thing, and then fling it away.
Son, better things than you have tried.
You just Stevie Nicked a bee.
Yeah. Just like a one-winged dove. Sings a song. Sounds like she's singing, "Who, baby, who?" Say who.
Whoo, BB, whoo,
BB.
bee.
Stand back, BB, now.
All right. Marge, you're up. I love how everyone keeps getting attacked, and that's through the complete luck of the draw.
That is me. I am Marge. I've had a good plan. I've been frantically Googling things, like, out of the crap that I have in my inventory. I guess I should say the crap that's in Tyler's inventory. Is any of this stuff useful? So Marge will just zap. She'll be like, "It's not nice to sting Mother Nature," and then she'll zappa. Hopefully to Zarp. Excuse me while I burp off mic. Okay, but she only rolled a 10.
On her Zarping?
Yeah,
Okay.
is 10 good enough to Zarp?
That will, actually, with the difference of 4.
Yay! Difference of 4? Oh, hallelujah!
Whoa.
I
That's
did not
some
expect that much difference.
A1
with
Zarpage.
Obviously, yeah, they're begging for a Zarp.
It rolled really, really badly.
Okay, so 4 plus, ooh, 12, 16. 16, 1, 6.
All right. Oh, math is hard. Okay. You fling out another lightning bolt. Strikes. B explodes. It was on its way to Shota. Shota, you are covered in electrified bee goo.
Ah!
It tingles.
Actually, the tingle at this point, I think, would be subtle enough that in his panic, he wouldn't actually consciously
It gives your skin a youthful glow.
It's royal jelly.
Yes!
Electrified royal jelly.
Electrified royal jelly.
It's the newest
Oh man, there's a market for that.
face cream.
Mm-hmm.
As he probably would use that.
Is Mama Marshall interested, curious? Wait, I sense a facial treatment in the forest.
Disturb beans.
New product.
Oh. Disturbing.
Speaking of bees, Tyler, one flings by out of the clouds, circling, going for your head.
Not the head, brah.
Oh god. Oh god.
Out. Out.
Not the head. Okay, so he's gonna defense and dodginate all of the things. He got an 11. Does an 11 work?
An 11 beats a 9 last time I checked. So yes.
Woot!
Using his super bar as a heads-up display, you yoink. Not today, B.
Not today.
Wait. Hold on. I got it. I gotta find something.
I feel like I should be terrified right now.
Oh man. There's like a huge the police have closed off the street next to us here. A huge oh god.
Is there a kerfluffle?
Stop it, B. There's a kerfuffle at the building nearby. I don't know.
Is there toilet paper there?
I haven't seen any thrown around.
There we go.
Stop! Stop it, B!
Stop it, B. Okay.
So I've already forgot what I was going to do. Is it Tyler's turn?
It is Tyler's turn, because once again, through the insane luck of random rolling, it keeps rolling right to whoever's going to be next.
So Tyler says, "Hasta la vista," and then he does a backwards. He does a backwards flip using his jumping ability, and he just kind of like flips over and moves here. But then,
why? Okay.
But
what
then,
happened to stomping the bees?
Well, like theoretically, is there any bee over here? Where are the bees?
The bees are in a cloud circulating the entire area.
Okay, so he tries to land on a bee.
There's like 5 or 6 bees under the sleeping bag.
Okay, so then he'll try to jump on the sleeping bag. Wait,
yeah, that's kind of what I meant when I yelled out. But I love that you misinterpreted. That would be even better.
Hasta la
Super
vista.
Marioing a giant bee.
You're right. I should stomp on them and like try to jump on them in the air.
Just directional change midair. Yeah, I should stop it instead. And so then he tries to like land on the sleeping bag. And while he's doing this, he's trying to pull his buttermilk out from his backpack because buttermilk is a known bee attractant. They cannot resist it.
Did you
that
Google
real?
that?
I did. I Googled it. I Googled,
And
does
you have
buttermilk
buttermilk?
attract bees? And he has buttermilk because that's what Murdy Curdy says you should always have in a dungeon. He read it in a book about dungeons.
About dungeons?
About dungeons. Yeah. Buttermilk is known for attracting bees. Oh wait, maybe this is a flower nicknamed Buttermilk. I don't know. Maybe I didn't Google it properly thoroughly. God damn it! It is a flower named Buttermilk as a nickname. He's gonna try
Whatever.
it anyhow.
Yeah.
He tries it
that's a
anyways.
flower. Yeah.
What is?
That's
He's
a
like.
flower.
He tries it anyways.
He read it somewhere though. Buttermilk attracts bees. So he pulls out his buttermilk that he had in his pack while he's trying to land on the sleeping bag covering the potatoes. Hasta la vista, bee. Or I mean, hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista.
That's correct.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, so go ahead and give me an offense plus super jump. And do you actually have buttermilk?
I do. It was on the list of things that I said. I got 10-foot pole and buttermilk because of Murdy Curdy.
Okay.
So his roll.
It's just such a completely random ass thing to carry.
His roll is 9. 9.
9.
9.
Does 9 work?
Okay. 9 actually does work because
Woo!
the bees are, one would say, grappled and restrained. So you basically just stomp all over them.
So is my super jump, because normally it's not meant for damage.
We've never actually used super jump for damage, but
It does have
what I'm gonna do,
D6 down for the, but that's the roll to see if it's successful, right?
yeah, that's a roll for the ability. So what we're going to do as a basically heavy bludgeoning object, much like you would do for, stomping boots. So, well, let's say
He's wearing bowling shoes, and that is a hard sole. Hard leather sole.
Right, but landing from a jump with impact.
With power.
With power, one might say. So go ahead and, because this is spread across multiple bees, what we're going to do
2 bees,
is...
because he has 2 feet.
Well, I'm not going to allow him to continue just stomping around. Like, just stomp, 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 stomp,
Stomp,
stomp.
stomp, stomp.
Because they're basically free targets. It's whack-a-bee right now. So go ahead and with that difference, you rolled a 9. 9. I got a 6. So
Ooh,
that's a
3.
difference of 3. And just give me, give me 5d4.
5, but
That's
Jesus,
the
that
number
means
of-
I need that many 4. 5, 4.
That's the number of bees that failed their roll to get crushed
Oh,
under.
I actually
or
have
caught
3
under the.
d4s, so this won't be as long as I thought. Okay. So 8 plus 3, 11 plus the 3. That's 14 total.
14 total. Okay. Stomp all the sleeping bag, feeling copious amounts of crunching. You know, whenever you step on like a really big roach and you get that multiple crunch going up. Yeah, it's
Little
like
crunch
that. Except,
squish.
yeah, crunch squish. You might not want to use the sleeping bag again, or at least wash it really, really well, repeatedly. There's probably going to be stinger bits and poison sacs in there for a bit. Yeah. Crunch a bunch. Not to be confused with crunch and munch. Okay. Tyler, the bees.
Yay! I have made some things.
And apparently, one of the other bees in the cloud is a little upset with you for crunching a bunch of its family, and attempts to swing by.
Is he attracted to the buttermilk?
It's difficult to tell.
Is he just mad, or is it my buttermilk?
It's difficult to tell.
Tyler wants to understand the nuances.
You can certainly try.
Oh wait, should I roll a defensive roll? Is that what you're saying to me, sir?
Oh my god.
If I did need to roll a defensive roll, I have a 10.
Oh, I would recommend rolling doing a defensive roll.
10.
Yes.
10.
10. That's good enough.
Yay!
And for those watching at home, this is what she sent me regarding what the characters took into the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
It did have buttermilk on it, right?
It does, yeah.
It's on the whiteboard.
You posted it.
I did, yeah.
Yep. On the whiteboard, right there. Buttermilk.
It's one of the few things I brought.
And the funny thing is how many of these items no longer exist.
Aw, man. Little Boom Boom's the only one.
Too soon?
Little
No,
Boom
the
Boom.
tarp is gone. Half the rope
tarp.
is gone. Your buttermilk is now gone.
Buttermilk's gone. But you know, less for me to inventory manage. Marge has more stuff. I think Marge added on some stuff. Like when we went to Elephant World and we got the umbrellas. I think Tyler
there's
has
umbrellas.
something like,
I have an umbrella.
I think he has a
my
lamp
list.
hat and an umbrella,
Yeah.
maybe.
Several folks have the headlamps and as well as flashlights, and everyone had flying snake-proof, allegedly umbrellas.
There might still be
Elephant
some
World.
full English pizza slopping it up somewhere.
Yeah, there's definitely full English pizza still left.
But the buttermilk has served its purpose, and I'm proud of that.
Okay. So, where were we? Bees at the top of the round. And, all right, so if I am thinking correctly, Shota is next. But the question is, it is currently 11 o'clock. Do we have a hard stop at this point?
I can go for another half hour.
Everyone cool with that?
Because we started a little bit late.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Shota, you're up.
Yeah, I am.
You do notice that the cloud of bees there is significantly fewer bee-tatoes than there were when Betsy Huffman dissolved and spat out her bee testins into the world. If we are using D&D terms, you would say the bee-tato cloud is bloodied.
Is bloodied. Oh, okay. Seeing that my sword was good at defending and the gun not so much, I will use my sword and just like hack away at the front of the cloud, but not like actually go in it, obviously, because fuck you, bees. And I will swipe at trying to chop one bee.
Okay, so kind of staying. They're basically in a circling and a cloud-like formation. So
Yeah,
staying
I'll just,
outside
like,
the edge of the cloud and
Slice that.
swipe into
I'll
it.
try to like use my ninja skills and try to slice one as it flies by. As soon as I find another.
It's Fruit Ninja Bee-tato edition.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you see the guy that stabbed himself in the head trying to do Fruit Ninja in real life with a katana, and he hacked at the watermelon, and the blade
I
rebounded?
don't want to see this.
I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't.
It wasn't gory.
No, it wasn't gory. It was just basically the blade rebounded, and like he took looked like probably like a 1 or 2 inch cut across the scalp. But it was just like kind of
sort of thing. Yeah,
it was a fail.
I rolled a 15. 15. 15.
One, and okay, of course, that time I get all three. And that's going to be a 7, so you got a difference of 8.
Cool.
Hack a bee.
And
The bee.
Flashy, all total is 20 damage.
Good Christ. Stand on the edge of the cloud and eyeball one bee as it's coming around. You take a horizontal swipe. You bisect that one from front, from multifaceted eyeball all the way to stinger. And then as you're going,
I can see it in CGI already.
You can see it. Yeah. And as you pulled back, you're ready to make a backswing. And you take another bee with that.
Woo.
Just left, right. 4 pieces.
Sweet.
There's only 2 or 3 bees left. It is now one of the 2 or 3 bees left.
I'm back.
I didn't know she left.
Yay! Then I've done my job.
Shota just killed 2
Success.
bees in 2 swipes.
Because he's Shota.
Unfortunately,
He's very good at things.
Yes.
the surprise of cutting 2 bees and being this close to them in proximity, one of the next bees that's coming around its circuit is aiming at you.
Ah.
Give me a defensive roll of some kind.
Yep.
I'm real specific about that.
16. 16. 16.
Easy. See, when you say it 3 times, I get them all. What? Discord? Really?
I'm trying to help.
No, I'm just laughing at it because, like, you
I
say
know.
it once and it cuts out every single time. You say it 3 times and I get it all. Really? Yeah, it only had a 7, so you see it coming from a mile away and just duck to the side. Bang! Zip over you. Make a cool anime pose. Marge.
Hello. Marge, are they still, like, there are bees that are no longer under the sleeping bag? They're trying to hurt Shota, right?
Yes, you may have been AFK for that. Basically, what the cloud of bees at this point has been thinned to the point there's only about 2 or 3 left. 2 or 3 potatoes.
Marge will try to zarp a bee again. She'll go for something that's trying to attack Shota since he obviously is stressed about the bees.
It is less a cloud at this point and more several bees flying in a circuitous route.
Single flying targets. She rolls a what is the number? 11.
Oh. Wait.
Oh.
Oh.
An
Well, no,
11.
I know that is exactly what it rolled. I thought I rolled higher, but I remembered 11. Burden of attack is on the attacker.
So it doesn't work?
You fire a lightning bolt out at one of the potatoes, and it goes centimeters away from its buzzing wings. There is electrical sizzling sounds. Little tufts of electrified wing dust sparkle and turn into embers in the air, and the bee is wobbly, but does not appear missed by a centimeter.
Felt its
good metric
wing,
system use.
like the wings, just the lightning whished past.
Yep. And that's a orange. Who is orange? Marge.
That is
you
Marge.
are orange. So annoyed at it attacking its maybe a sister, brother, cousin. Who knows? I'm not familiar with potato relations. Although wait, actually, everyone would be sister and brother, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
There's only one queen. Huh. Anyway, sister and or brother, sibling. There you go. Sibling. Anyway, Way too much fun with that. Go ahead and give me a defensive roll of some kind.
Of some kind. Hopefully the good kind. That's the kind I want. Okay, so there's that, and then there's this. I don't think I like this die, though. This die is mean. Okay, I rolled a 12.
More than enough.
Yay!
This time it doesn't even get caught in your dress. You just spin away with your arms outstretched.
Don't be a menace to society.
I'm surprised no one has done just be yourself. That hurt.
I don't think we want them to be themselves because they're bees.
Tyler.
We want them to be potatoes. We don't want them to be bees.
Just be potatoes?
Just be potatoes.
Tyler.
Tyler, at this point, there's nothing left for him to stomp on the there's nothing under the sleeping bag.
Tyler is supremely confident that any bees that were, or any potatoes that were under the sleeping bag have been sufficiently crushed into goo.
Okay, so he's gonna try and Mr. Miyagi this shit. And he's going to try to run up behind a bee and catch it by the wings. In his hand.
Okay.
Or maybe he would just try to like clap really hard and clap the bee in his hands.
Oh, we lost Vaughn.
Oh no. So it's like giving the bee a hand, but like two hands so that he splats them.
Right, no, the flying bug clap.
Yeah. Since his life is improvising weapons now.
Well, it's not really an improvised thing. It's something we actually do. Keep your hands about 6 inches away from the bug that's landed and clap. Gets announced every time.
Is that just offense and a hero die?
No, this is going to actually be offense, and we're going to include acrobatics in that.
Okay, he's a D6 for acrobatics. Boop. So he got a 9.
9. The bee rolling a 16.
A 16?
Here's you coming where bee senses you coming. And as you clap, you go to clap your hands, the bee does a barrel roll and gets out of the way, effectively evading your clap. Clap, oh insectoid death. Speaking of the bees, welcome back, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome back.
That's an orange again. Marge, you are... apparently the buttermilk directed them to Marge.
She is living buttermilk.
I'm not even going to make you roll for that. One of the bees spins or circles around, looks like it's coming towards you, and has a crisis of faith and just chickens out and keeps going over.
Is this a faith?
Yeah. You know that scene in Top Gun where they're gonna land and then decide to E-peen stroke it and push it? Kind of that, except it's not ego, it's chickening out. The bee rolled a 3. There's absolutely no way you could have...
The mind is a honey trap.
So. And that was... Clap, bees. Shota.
Yes, it's my turn.
It is your turn.
Slicing of the bees. It's a 13.
See, that time it actually helped because the first time I just got team. Actually, to be honest, it was garbled enough. It sounded like you said king,
Oh,
but then you said 13. So I got it. That one is enough to break a 7. So the bee that buzzes over Marge thinks better of it, tries to pull up, or does pull up over her head, straight into your blade. So give me some damage. +6.
all right, and +6. That will make a 17.
Hmm.
Flashy, flashy, flashy.
I have changed the label of the session to bees are scary.
Or hasta la vista. I mean,
Hasta la
haven't.
vista.
They've tried, but they have not actually damaged you guys yet. There are a couple of hits, not sufficient.
Revising.
All right, there is actually only one bee left, and it is going to, since there's no way out of the room and it can't fly away, go after Shota, who just killed its last remaining sibling.
Yeah!
The final
I will
B-Tato
try to
makes a
dodge.
dive bomb.
Flail my hands. Oh, well, that's pretty good. It's
Match that
14,
B-Tato.
14.
14 is
14.
more than enough to break a 10. So it do a full-on screech from Saved by the Bell. One hand, the other one waving, not the face, not the face. The bee interprets this as instructions and then turns and goes off into somewhere else in the room. Marge, you're up.
Yes. Marge does what Marge does, and she lightnings the fuck out of everything.
Okay. Give me some offense plus...
So I'm doing some rolling, and the rolling that I got is a 12.
I actually heard that one. Oh, no, and the bee almost got perfect and got a 14.
Bastards! Beastards!
This is the same bee you missed last time. It's
You
got some
dirty
sort of sixth
biatch!
You try lightning it again. Arcs through the air.
It tasks me. It
the opposite wall.
tasks me.
The bee, listening to Star Fox Tactics, does a barrel roll around the lightning bolt. And now, bees, once again, coming back around to Shota. Ooh, that's a... It has zeroed in on you.
Oh.
Its faceted eyes glinting red from some unknown light source.
I got a 12.
12 is insufficient to break a 15.
Insufficient. Owie.
Ow!
So that is
Ah!
only a
Stinging.
6 damage, though.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
good. I'm not going to die.
It stings you through your duster coat, and you feel the pinch of it, like, just a little bit.
Now Shota starts to cry.
And unlike normal bees, when it rips its stinger out and flies off, its stinger came out with it and not left in you.
Oh, God. It can sting again.
No!
Tyler, you're up.
Tyler. Oh, Tyler.
I'm just happy to be alive. Who's responsible for that?
I did it. I did it. I did.
That's a style point.
Yay! Tyler may use that style point because he's gonna be clapping on again. Clap on.
Clap off.
Clap on, clap off.
And it is a 12.
I'm sorry, what is the 12 for?
For a clapping offensive roll, I think it was 2d6, like a hero die a d6 in his offense last time.
We were doing offense plus acrobatics in your hero, so.
Yes, so that would be 2d6s and a d8, and that is a 12 that I rolled.
And the bee that just pulled itself out of Shota's shoulder flies off a little bit and isn't paying attention to you so much as it is trying to get airborne again and rolls a 4. So go ahead and give me a d6 of bee clapping damage plus 4.
And he's like, give me some honey, BB.
Just
Can I take that
nonstop.
style point back?
No, you can't. I
No,
rolled
because
a
I'm gonna
5.
use it. I'm gonna use it.
I rolled a 5, and that's plus 4, so it's a 9. A 9.
9.
Well, it was plus
9.
6, wasn't it?
I
So,
thought you said it was
think
plus
6.
4, but
No, it was plus 4.
Oh,
But,
okay.
no, he rolled a 4. You got a 12, so that's the difference at 8.
oh, 8.
Oh,
So
yeah,
8 plus
so
5,
yeah.
13.
That's 13.
Does that work?
That will bring your hands solidly on it. The sensation, if you will.
I will.
There's the furry body in the center and the head. The wings, which kind of have that creepy bug wing dust on them, always. The chitinous abdomen and legs feel like crunching snails in your hands. And a slightly resistant gooey center that squelches between your fingertips. And then there's the eyeball, both of them. Faceted, strangely delicate, almost like breaking a thin, super thin layer of Jolly Rancher candy. Squelch. And between your hands, sticky, is the body of a potato.
Tyler runs up to Shota and hugs him, slapping his hands on Shota's back in the embrace, and he's like, "It's okay, buddy. I got the last one for you."
Make it hurts. It hurts.
And there's
He's
like,
just,
now there's bee guts on the back on Shota's back.
Tears running down his face
Inadvertently.
after he got stung.
And Tyler's like, "Medic, medic, Marge, medic."
Marge is the medic? I think. Oh yeah, what didn't we determine she was the only one who had first aid?
Yep,
Yep.
she is.
Yep. She's like, "Just blow on it."
Why do they have to hurt so much? I don't want.
Tyler's really, he's trying to blow on it really hard. He's like,
Oh, it feels a little better.
pointing, he's hyperventilating.
Oh, the visual on that. Still got the bee gut, the potato guts.
At this point, Marge looks over at her mother because she knows.
Oh, about that.
Yeah.
Marge looks over at her mother.
Oh god.
And
She is one giant bee. Oh
well,
no.
She queen bee.
Tyler
Oh my
and-
god.
Well, Tyler and Ricky are addressing things. We'll just put it that way. Marge, you turn and notice that the room, the table is gone. The pitcher with the is gone.
What?
The chair vanished without. Your mother gone. Well, your air quotes mother gone. The cake strains on the cake on the floor, gone. The bee corpses strangely remain.
Is sleeping bag still there?
The sleeping bag is still there. The pile of clothes that contained Beatsy Huffman still there. I need Marge to make a smart plus perception roll. Not allowing Tyler or Ricky at this juncture because they are occupied.
Yeah, Ricky
Yeah, they're totally occupied. They're blowing it up. Okay, I got a 14. 1, 4, 14.
Okay. In the pile of clothes that contained Beatsy Huffman, you see a glint, a sparkle, if you will.
A magical ring.
Do you investigate?
I do. Is it a jar of honey?
No, strangely enough, it actually is a ring.
What?
It is a gold ring with yellow and orange inlaid scrollwork along the outside. Very intricate.
Is there any white involved so it's like a candy corn ring?
No. This is not the ring of candy corn. No.
Okay. Because that is dark magic.
That is the darkest of magics.
Okay, so Marge will totally pick up the ring and she's like, She looks at it.
As you do, you feel a definite thrum of power. Like there is definitely something in this. It doesn't necessarily inherently feel bad or in any way. It just resonates power.
Marge knows one thing about this ring. She knows that it does not make you resistant to lightning. That's what she knows.
And how does she know this?
Because if Betsy Huffman had it, she's zarped her all over the place.
That's true, though we don't know for sure that she actually had the ring on in your previous encounter with her before she became Beatsy Huffman.
Okay, so that being the case, Marge,
although the motif does not look to be electrical
I
in
think
any way.
Shota and Tyler should both roll a d6. just for fun. Okay, Tyler got a 3.
Oh, okay. I got a 4.
Okay, so Marge goes over to Shota and she's like, "Hey, put this ring on. Put it on your hand that you can't feel anything."
Yeah, actually, yeah, he puts it on his left hand.
Okay.
And then she gives him a light zarp, like she's holding back. It's not meant to like really do damage. It's just supposed to like give him a shock. And then she remembers that he can't actually feel anything on that hand. So she says, "Hey, put it on your other hand."
Okay. He switches hands.
And she's like, she tries to give him like a little zap, like a static shot, like she's been
Like
walking across too much carpet that isn't made of skin.
You have been sparked.
Did you feel the shock?
You most certainly felt the shock. On the right hand, you felt the shock.
Wait, on the hand that, but not on the hand that the other hand.
Yeah, my left hand is the one that's numb.
His dead hand, his numb hand, his party hand.
Dead hand in a dead world. I like the left hand because it feels like someone else is doing it.
Okay, so you're not immune to electricity. You're wearing that ring. I know that it doesn't protect against electricity. I think that is my hypothesis. She says.
Are you
okay?
Right hand or putting it on the left?
I'll put it back on the left.
Okay. Which finger are you putting it on?
Whatever one it fits mostly. Like, I don't know how big it is, so.
Well, the strange thing about it is, well, visually you're like, all right, it looks like it could fit, you know, as you like your forefinger, all right, it fits there pretty well. Try it on the middle finger, it fits there pretty well. It seems to fit perfectly on whatever finger you put it on, even your
Okay.
pinky.
Yeah, okay. I'll just leave it on the pinky, which is probably the last finger I try, right?
Apparently it was made for you, Shota.
Probably.
I'll just leave it on the pinky
Okay.
there.
You leave it there, and after a few minutes going by, you notice that there's a warm sensation where the ring is. Not a painful warmth, just a warmth. Uh, whenever you're wearing a ring and you're holding a hot cup of coffee, and then the heat gets into the circles around your finger, and it's just gentle.
Or it's like the tingling when you use lip gloss that has a little cinnamon oil in it.
Oh, it's like, I think, massaging me.
It's the hot version of icy hot.
It's
but
like you don't want your jewelry to massage you, really. I mean, should I? Are you weirded out? Marge is really happy she gave the ring to one of the boys now. It's just like, yeah, that was a good decision.
Yeah, you can hear that one then. Now, that was terrible. Anyway, I can hear everyone face palming. But you notice that warmth spreads a little bit, about half an inch or so from where the ring is, and in that little half inch, you feel sensation returning.
What?
The pins and needles that you would normally expect, just numb, coming back with agonizing.
On his left hand?
On my left hand?
Just where the ring is, and about like halfway up your pinky, and about an inch down from the knuckle. Just a little oasis of sensation. Seems to be centered around the ring.
Oh,
and after,
well, this is interesting. I'll, kind of shake my hand to show that, flex the fingers to see if the blood flow helps.
Flex the fingers, shake your hand. As you shake your hand, you whip it down towards the floor, and a firebolt streaks out and incinerates one of the bee corpses.
What?
Whoa! Whoa! Do you see that?
Tyler is like,
and
oh my
gosh,
gosh,
my hand
Shota!
around again and pointed at like one of the walls.
You're so amazing, Shota! I didn't know you could shoot fire from your hands. How long have you been sitting on this?
Yeah, I just whip my hand around and go fire and point at a wall or something like that.
Yeah, cue a montage, much like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 1, with making all gestures and go fire, whoa, with no.
And I use up all the charges of the ring.
Is he doing finger guns? Please tell me they're finger guns.
The firebolt appears to have been the one. The one charge for the moment.
Maybe it needs to. Cool down a little bit. But that was kind of cool, I admit.
After you stop flinging your hands around for a minute, you kind of notice that the warmth from the ring is dissipated. You still have sensation there, but it's not warm anymore. It's just a ring.
Okay.
And that is the end of our half hour. The end of the combat.
That might be a good place. Wait, do we see any doors at this point? Is it just an empty room other than the sleeping bag on the floor and us?
Well, if you would like some comfort going into the next trying times of the week coming forward.
There's a door. Is it swirly or does it look like a door?
It is an onyx gate filled with inky black smoke to the north,
Awesome.
where there are no bees.
We think.
Before we depart, are you going to collect your sleeping bag or sacrifice it to the bee corpses?
Oh yeah, I'll collect my sleeping bag.
Sacrifice it to the hive.
Are you? In what way is this occurring? Are you like scraping the bee guts out, or are you just rolling it,
I'm
zipping it
just
up,
gonna
and
roll it
rolling
up.
it with the
I'm just gonna
mess
roll it
inside
up.
it? Okay.
The mess inside it, yeah.
If we ever
Okay.
see Defender's headquarters again, I'm sure there's like dry cleaners could like get that right out.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
It's not my
if you
problem.
recall, there's the dry cleaning facilities in every room. Well, actually, Marge doesn't know that. Tyler does though, and so does Ricky and Bert, because they're multi-person. As soon as you walk into the left, well, actually, every apartment in the Defenders HQ has the speedy 1 hour laundro services, because superheroes get into some disgusting all the damn time and have to look good real quick.
So it's same day dry cleaning. Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, it's 1 hour.
Woo!
It's a little chute. You put it in. You just dump it in there. You don't even have to leave your apartment. An hour later, stunk.
So
What
you're saying is the dry cleaners are superheroes themselves.
They're the real heroes
They
of the
are.
Defenders.
Thank you, dry cleaners.
And I will
The dry
go
defender.
ahead and of this here, Vaughn. What Ricky now is Betsy's ring, which is a ring of the firebender, which allows you, as a player, once per session, because we could not do days with this. I was doing one a day, and then I was like, oh no, this is not D&D. No. Going to be able to use it like once every 2 months in real time. Yeah, once a session, you have a D8 on a fire. You'll be listed as variable fire D8. The reason I say variable is if you go into the energy blast section of the book in powers, because energy blast is such a variable power, it has its own section. There are different ways to use an energy blast. 5 categories to be precise. Generally, whether you're doing melee, ranged, radial, cone, or area of effect. In this case, you get to pick whichever way you use the fire attack at D8 level, once per session.
That's the damage?
That's
D8.
the skill. The damage
That's
is
the
determined
skill,
based
yeah,
off.
right.
Yeah, the damage is based off of the type of effect you use. If it's
Right.
melee, it's going to be 3d8. Ranged is going to be 2d8. Radial is also going to be 2d8, but that's point blank. A circle around you.
Well, we'll deal with that when it comes time.
Yeah. Well,
I'll get a better description later, like next session, and then I'll write it down somewhere better.
It's in the book.
Oh, it's in the book. The ring?
Yeah. No, not the ring.
Okay.
No.
Oh, you mean the energy blast stuff?
Yes. Which I just threw in Discord. It's easier to.
I think I have the book downloaded. I think so. It should be in there, right?
Yeah, and it's easier to visualize. Once you see it, it'll make sense. You've done D&D before, and any real game ever, pretty much. So once you see it, it'll make sense. And so, but the big magic ability of this is that it is, again, variable, and you can pick it whenever you use it. So if you want a fireball, you have a fireball. If you want a scorch, you have a scorch. If you want a fire blast or firestorm, you have firestorm. You want a firebolt, you got firebolt. You want to use a crab hammer but have it be on fire? You have a fiery crab hammer. Only catches once a session. And then it will go cold and
Right.
need to warm up again. Well, thank you all for coming.
Thank you for game mastering.
Thank you.
Subjecting yourselves to the torment of the dungeon.
It was unbelievable.
It was
That's
what?
Forced. Totally forced.
Unbelievable.
Oh.
Unbumblebeable.
Oh. Now we're reaching harder than we were on the hand episode of Waterdeep.
Yes, but I like the bees. Bees are good. I'm glad Shoto is scared of them.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night. That was fun. Thank you.
Check
Bye,
out.
Steve.
Ta-ta.
Don't die.
Don't die.
Buzz.